Guys, currently on my screen is the biggest problem with the Strongest Battlegrounds. All right, are you guys looking? Are you guys looking around? That's right, it's the dummy. The ugly, weakest dummy. Nobody loves you. I'm just kidding. I love you, weakest dummy. And I lied. It's not the weakest dummy. The weakest dummy is fine. He's glorious. That's not the problem with the Strongest Battlegrounds. It's actually in the top left right here. The characters. If you go to my OG channel, Nate Sode, you can find my very first TSB videos. I used to use these crappy AI thumbnails. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the world for using these AI thumbnails. They're terrible. Becoming the strongest Roblox anime fighters. Saitama Battlegrounds. Do you remember that? Do you remember those days when it used to be called
Saitama Battlegrounds?
This video was 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. It's currently February. It is currently February 2026. This was March 2023, so it's almost been 3 years since I have made this video. And look, this game only had 22,000 players. It was so much smaller at the time. Right here, I buy early access. Incredible day. Buying early access for TSB for the very first time. And you might be wondering, who did you get with early access? Did you get Tatsumaki, or Martial Artist, or Child Emperor, or KJ? I got Destructive Cyborg, because do you know how many characters there were in the game at the time? There was Strongest Hero, 1, Hero Hunter, that's 2, and Destructive Cyborg, that's a whopping 3. 3 years ago, there were 3 characters. And if we jump 3 years ahead to modern day, we have 11 characters. 9 of them are playable. That is an average of 3 playable characters a year. Which, if this was some like insane, a AAA high budget game, you know, that might not be too bad. But this is Roblox, the Strongest Battlegrounds. We used to get so many characters. We would get multiple characters a year. This was not divided up evenly. This wasn't like, oh, you know, this year we get these 3 characters and next year we get these 3 characters. No, it was like year 1 and 2 combined. We got like Deadly Ninja, Brutal Demon, Blade Master, Wild Psychic, and then it all came to a screeching halt. It took like 1,000 years for them to get Martial Artist finished, and another 1,000 years for them to get out Tech Prodigy, which still isn't finished. We got KJ also. We should definitely count KJ because that was a great moveset and we got to play with him. But all us OGs really just have to ask, what happened to the game? What happened to the updates? What happened to the love? What happened to the passion? I mean, don't get me wrong, the passion is still there in the sense that the updates are really high quality. I mean, Aspector, I don't want to get on your bad side now that I'm getting a title, but he thinks that the game requires them to have the most insane updates of all time. And don't get me wrong, Strongest Battlegrounds has some of the highest quality updates, but if you compare it to something like Heroes Battlegrounds, they are pumping out updates left and right and front and center. They're doing this all the time, and the animations are on par with the Strongest Battlegrounds. Everyone seems to be fine being number 2, which I'm not fine with being number 2. This is my favorite game. This is the best Battlegrounds game. I don't care what anyone says. JJS combat is not as good. Heroes Battlegrounds combat is not as good. Strongest Battlegrounds has the cleanest, most balanced movesets. It has the best animations. It has the best of everything, except for update frequency. And you know what? It's been a long time coming, but they are finally paying the price for that, as I'm sure you guys have known. I mean, I've done shorts on it, and if you just look at Rollimon, or if you look at the player counts between TSB and JJS, you will probably know that JJS has been the #1 Battlegrounds game for at least a week, probably more. I have not been counting every single day. This used to be such a big deal. I actually made a whole short about it. 6 months ago, I made a video where part of the punchline was about JJS getting more players than the Strongest Battlegrounds. For context, JJS got like deleted for a few hours. I'm not totally sure why, but they got deleted for a few hours. And I made a short where the punchline was Santino deleted JJS because he was so upset that they got more players than them. And it was barely more players. TSB had not been updating. JJS dropped an update and they were able to just barely get a few thousand more players for like a few hours. And then they fell back down to number 2. I want you all to peep this. I'm gonna leak my secret DMs with the famous YouTuber Stud. About 6 months ago, I messaged him and I said, wait, JJS has more players than TSB right now? Has this ever happened? And in all caps, he said, no, it's never happened. He was amazed. The sirens were going off. People were losing their minds because JJS had 117,000 and TSB had 108,000. So Jujutsu Shenanigans had 9,000 more players than TSB. Well, let's jump to today. right now. It is a Tuesday at 3:19 p.m. So, you know, not like peak hours, but there's a decent amount of people on. JJS is killing it. 171,000 players. I mean, that is not bad at all. And Strongest Battlegrounds, we'll just go right over here. It has 90,000 players. 90,000 players versus 171,000. 171,000 versus 90,000. That is insane. That is almost double the amount of players. Why do they have so many players? Well, let's go into their lovely game and let's see how many characters they have. They got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, 12 nearly finished characters. I don't know why these ones are grayed out. I guess these are the early access characters. I'm gonna assume these are the early access characters. They have 3 early access characters. I just realized I did not count the Strongest Battlegrounds Garo variant. So don't yell at me in the comments. You probably already yelled at me in the comments. I know how you guys work. But the speed and efficiency at which JJS is getting new characters out is starting to get ridiculous. I mean, TSB, they used to be the top dogs who got things done. They got the updates out. Boom, boom, boom. Tatsumaki, martial artist. Well, okay, I guess martial artist was when they were slowing down. My point is they were getting updates out, and now they're not. And the player count between JJS and TSB is just growing rapidly. And that's why I think TSB is cooked. Actually, let's just do an experiment. Let's go into general chat on TSB. I'm gonna go into the search and I'm gonna type in update. Within the last 23 minutes, we have these messages. If it doesn't update soon, yeah, what update? What update? Guys, when is the update? Those who know bro's dad will update the game. Would it be possible to do one small, I'm not gonna say that word, update where we can get at least Tech Prodigy's ult? Get rid of the suggestion channel because the only thing people talk about is the update. Now let's go to JJK server. And I haven't done this prior. This is me just guessing what it's gonna look like. If I go to general and I type in update, there's still people asking when the update is, but there's a lot more people just that don't know the next date of the update. There's not people begging for the update. People aren't going, please update the game. It's been so long. It's more like hope in the air. This FNAF person saying, update today? You know, he lives in JJS world. They could update today. Look at their update channel. Last update was, how many days ago was their last update? Their last big update was January 25th, 2026. TSB's last update was July 13th, 2025. What are we doing? Put up the picture of the thumbnail where it's the planet and there's a big arrow and it says, what are they doing? Because that's how I feel right now. But the reason I titled this video, TSB is cooked, and that might be a good thing, is because I genuinely believe this could be beneficial for the game. You know, I'm a big capitalism fan, and they say capitalism breeds innovation, or competition breeds innovation, or something like that. And I am really hoping that's going to be the case for this next update. If TSB can just hurry up and get this humongous update out, that's already going to skyrocket their players, but then they might actually have real competition with JJS, which they've never really had before. TSB's always been on top. They've never had real competition like JJS. So what I dare to dream for, what I hope for against all odds, is that TSB will actually start consistently updating again. I know this is a far-fetched dream that many have had for the last few years. Honestly, I don't know how much Santino cares about the fact that he's lost his #1 Battlegrounds game title, and I'm really hoping, against all hope, that they'll actually commit to an update schedule. I absolutely love this short comic that Jay from my Discord server made. We have TZE, the creator of JJS, and he says, which game gets updated? JJS. Which game has more characters? Oh, well, that would be JJS, of course. Which game has the better skill builder? That's JJS, TZE, duh. His sunglasses have broken and there are tears coming out of his eyes. So which game is better? Well, that's TSB, of course. It's the better game. And that's genuinely how I feel, even to this day. It's probably because I'm better at TSB. I kind of suck at JJS. I have an upcoming JJS video where low-key I get dogged on because I am so bad at the game. But TSB has always felt smoother. The moves are smoother. The combos are cleaner. Look, the animations are the best. Maybe Heroes Battlegrounds, but I feel like Heroes Battlegrounds has the best and most like cutscene animations, but just pure like M1 and like combo animations, crap like that. I think TSB is the best. The side dashes are the best. The front dashes are the best. The M1s are the best. It's all the best. The map is the best. I don't know why no one is able to get a map as nice as TSB, but you know, it has things in it. It has little fun trash cans to throw around, it has little trees for wall combos, it has the rails, but it's so simple. That's where the beauty comes in. The simplicity of TSB's map is just, it's so good. Anyway, this is a very rambly video, not because I'm actually so passionate about it. It's more because I want to get a video out today, and rambling videos are by far the easiest videos to edit. So get scammed, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry.